senior planning professional. I have 30 years experience, and that has actually included mainly the public sector, but currently work for an arm's length body. I'm head of planning and head of planning profession. My experience in the past, I've had experience in development management, policy making, delivery. Current role is really delivering housing, commercial, understanding policy, working with government departments to influence policy, and also to actually inform the agency in terms of how we take a consistent approach in informing our work and our approach. My skills, well, they vary. I like to listen, I like people, I like to talk. And I'm confident as a narrator and in public speaking. But above all, I like to think that I'm politically able to converse at all different levels and actually understand different perspectives, but work collaboratively to come to an agreed solution. The RTPI has over 27,000 members, which is absolutely fantastic for the organisation. There's a great governance in place which involves the General Assembly, the regional bodies and a range of committees that cover a number of aspects and issues. But actually the point about getting to a wider audience of the 27,000 members is really key to understanding what those issues are and what those members are feeling. But it's really a sort of two-way dialogue. So I really like to explore using the RTPI website, digital platform, for having a members forum. So something which is controlled by our code, which is for members only, but where we can have very much real-time conversation and we can have a dialogue around knowledge share and around building networks, understanding issues, but also maybe understanding expertise and maybe sharing those skills. But not just members asking questions, but actually this could be used by the RTPI to very much gauge the consensus of our members and understand what their position is. It's no easy feat to do this. If we had 27,000 members all engaging on a daily basis, it would be quite something. But actually it's providing the opportunity and actually facilitating it. And I just feel that would give us a real understanding of our members' concerns, strengths, skills, and actually how we can support them. I think as planners we're often in the public eye, and I think we experience a range of interactions, I suppose, and conversations with external stakeholders. Personally, I've given career talks. For me, it's really important to promote the profession to the younger generation, to encourage them to think about the built environment, planning in particular as a career. I've also, like many, will have been party to community consultations, the finger wagging and the eye rolling of what we as planners are trying to promote. And we can never get away from that. That's part of our profession, that's what we need to do. And it's about approaching that with all honesty and transparency. But I think promoting planning, the most memorable occasion is, and it's some time ago when I promoted planning to the National Association of Local Councils. And thinking about the audience there and the fact that many of those members were actually from parish and town councils who'd had their own experience, maybe a bad experience about what planning had delivered and how perhaps it had failed their communities. And it's about building trust, and it's about having that open, honest conversation, managing expectations, and perhaps having to outline the framework which we as planners work within. It's never easy, it's always challenging, and I think that is partly what's behind planning being misunderstood in many ways, and actually there has to be this conversation about what we can deliver, how we can work with other disciplines and other institutes to actually understand how we can make communities successful. But planning is at the heart of many of those conversations, and it's important that we have that dialogue and we articulate clearly what our role and our function is, and actually what we believe we're able to deliver. I'm not sure about where my favourite place is. I know I like to be up a mountain. That's where I feel most at home and very calm. I've been up to Everest Base Camp. I love the Himalayas. I love the Lake District. And maybe that's hypocritical of the fact that I like open countryside where there's limited development. I suppose we all need to get away from home at times for that solace and to explore that beauty. In terms of place, I'm quite simple. I like where I live. I like the community I live in. I like the fact that we're collaborative, we support each other. And I suppose if I had to think about a place where I like to be, which meets all my requirements, there's Toaster, which is down the road from where I live. It has everything you need. It has a very close community. And it's of a scale which is really of a human scale, but actually it supports wider development, and it makes that new development very much part of the existing fabric. So first and foremost, I want to be up a mountain, climbing and walking, but I'm quite happy to be in the built environment where we have supportive communities.